Marston's bailiffs came around my house, wheel clamped my car, produced a piece of paper the same as this, but the figure was 380, not 566, and were going to take my car away unless I immediately paid them like £380 on a credit card or something. But so happens certainly on that day, I didn't have this sort of money. So I cut the wheel clamp off with an angle grinder, as I said I always would do. They threatened me with the police. I moved the car urgently and moved the car out of sight, and then I had the police round here while I was out, conveniently, and they were saying we'll put a marker on the car. They were actually helping, Cheshire Police were actually helping Marston Bailiff take my car. This is what they do, because it's from some sort of bullshit court order, a bit like the court order that got Tommy Robinson locked up unfairly, you know, that sort of court order, set up court order. Yeah, it turns out we're doing this all over the country. My niece also parked at the range in St Helens, and I don't know if she parked there for free parking, or I think she actually went in, got some cushions, and then went wandering off into town. Well, they then were sending her, they took a registration number with these ANPR cameras, and of course they're entitled to get on the DVLA computer somehow and send you demands, and she had to pay £70, and if she hadn't paid £70, it would have skyrocketed into a figure like this. It turns out all the councils are doing this. Like my first one, where I had to pay him 380 quid of hard-earned money to keep our car, was over a Merseyflow bridge toll in Holton, witness one code, and it was actually a £2 toll, if memory serves. It was one way, and if it was me, I think it was me, but I mean, bear in mind, you've not been proven guilty on these offences. Anyone can get a piece of cardboard, a Sharpie, draw kind of an enemy's registration number or a random registration number, you know, blue tack it or sellotape it onto your front number plate, and somebody else will be getting your bill. And this has been done, you know, false number plates and dicky number plates. It's been used many times in robberies and what have you. It's not rocket science, as you can imagine. It doesn't have to be perfect. A camera at 30 yards away, homed in on aimed at the highway, the road. So anyway, last time they clamped my car, so I moved it, cut the clamp off, but I had to pay for 400 quid, because they charged me 20 quid for the clamp, this cheapo shitty clamp, which the grinder took off in, you know, seconds. I just did 2 deep grooves in it and used a bar to pull it off. It fell off, basically. It's a cheap piece of shit. Yeah, but they're using all the local councils, you see, around the country, especially in the southeast. You can imagine the wealthier southeast. They're making millions off this. You know, if you, like, for instance, this one, I'm pretty sure this one was regarding Kirklees, that's Huddersfield area, Huddersfield Council, and I went to the car park. I was late for a meeting some comrades, and I was meeting some comrades, and I didn't have any change, and this antiquated car park machine didn't take cards, so I had to park my car there, get change, and then when I came back I put that 220 on it, and I got my car out, but they took my registration number and they put a ticket on my windscreen that had recorded it. So I think this £566, you know, to avoid them taking my car, which is what they would have done, is due to a £1.60 or £2.20 Huddersfield car park fee, believe it or not. The thing is, after the last one, I had a good idea. You know, you can see these cameras. I had a good idea. There was another one on the way, and the woman mentioned it. There were 2 more on the way. I thought, whoa. Well, I immediately sold the car on paper. The last time when I cut the wheel clamp off back in March, I immediately sold the car to a new keeper who I know quite well, as you can imagine. If this could be anyone, this could be an aunt, you know, a grandma, an aunt. We don't have to have a driving license. It could be your brother, your sister. They never have to have anything to do with the car, but legally, on paper, they're like the keeper and the owner. So they cannot then, you know, clamp the car outside my house, because basically it's not classed as my property. So hence, they won't be getting this. They'll probably come knocking on my door, but this car that they clamped last time is our family transport, and we've got a kid that's got problems. And we were like, when last time they clamped it, which I think was a Thursday, we had an urgent appointment coming up on a Monday or a Tuesday for blood tests and all sorts of essential tests. where I had to take my child, who does have problems, as I say. You can't go by taxi or buses, it's out of the question. So I just want to warn you guys, basically, so just go on, but you know, when you skip a £2 car park fee or a bus lane fee, and you think you've got away with it, or you know, like we call once, I mean, these bus lanes are deliberately badly marked. This is a money-making scam run by all the councils around the country. Deliberate money-making scam, because they know once they've got the power of the courts against them, you know, to get there, £1.60, £2.20, wherever, London, you know, Berkshire, Huddersfield, car parking fee, they're going to charge you that sort of money. And it's got the power, they've got the power of the courts. The police will help them take your vehicle. Now, the only good thing is, if the car's on HP, it doesn't affect you. If the car's a blue badge holder, it doesn't affect you, which mine should be. And obviously, if you change the ownership quick and like retax it, which I think we only lost like 8 days or 10 days last time, but it has actually saved us the car being taken away in 566. And I happen to know for a fact that there's another one of these on the way. I think that was that bus lane. It was a bus lane where the normal signs, road signs up in Yorkshire, actually directed you into the bus lane, town centre, pointing to the bus lane, thereby making everybody, all the strangers that weren't from Huddersfield, actually, like, if you didn't know better, you'd think, oh, there's a sign directing me here, straight down the bus lane. So I just want to make all you guys aware that all the councils are using Marston bailiffs to do this, and they will whip you off for the likes of that if you've owned a car a while. So if the car's on HP, or you've just got it, you've sold it recently, you know, they can't do a damn thing. You're not obliged to let them in the house. I mean, they'll probably come round knocking, and I'll just tell them to get off. And if bailiffs ever do come to your door, and you look out and you see who it is, slam the door shut. Don't let them put the foot in the door. And just because they've got a copper with them does not mean you have to even speak to them, or they've got any right of entry. They'll just have to keep coming back and back and back. You can look at this on YouTube. You know, it's very, very hard, and the police soon get sick of going with these people, because they may be bailiffs, but they've still got no right of entry. But we do our videos on YouTube where they've barged past the householder, the house owner. These arrogant pricks have actually barged past them and put a claim notice in on, a seizure notice in on, like a massive TV or a smart TV. So I hope this is clear enough. The video where I had to give him 380 quid is still online, but you know, you can give him a ring if you want, I don't mind. Here's the character, and this is the place in Epping, Marston Rip-Off Holdings, who do a lot of work for councils and corrupt landlords and what have you. Checks will not be accepted. Mr. Hickey, I'm not mistaken, that's the same guy that came and put the clamp on my car last time, so no wonder he came early and didn't knock too loud. So he rolled up at 7:20, trying to catch you unawares. But as I say, the car, he mustn't have checked before he came, obviously, because the car is not owned by me, so therefore it's not my property, so therefore has no connection with this alleged debt, which as I say is due to a £2, I think it's a £2 car parking fee. So spread this around, guys, especially CAA and motoring organisations, car clubs. You know, I've been a big car enthusiast in the past, but this car is just my family transport, and we're absolutely dependent on it for, you know, for hospital appointments, employment, everything. You can imagine if we just take it, and it's got the fees on the back as well. Here we are, all the fees. Look at these, £1,500, you know, auction fees. You can sell it off for 100 quid, and then bill you for the rest. There you go. There's the dates, just to show it arrived this morning. But I was really wound up at the time. I didn't want to answer the door, even when I knew who it was, because I probably would have, you know, really lost my temper and done something I might regret. So just as well I handled it this way. But give me a ring if you want. There's his number, and it's PO Box Epping, but I think they've got an office in Manchester. Okay, spread it around, guys. Tolls, bridge fees, car parking fees. Yep, you end up getting charged the likes of that. And if the car's paid for, there's not a lot you can do to stop it. So change it into your wife's name or somebody's name, anybody's name. You know, you don't have, you know, you can, if you've got insurance, you can drive anybody's car. Even like an auntie's, or sisters, or partners, whatever, or grandma's. She can be 89, she can still be the keeper of your car, and then that breaks the connection in your ownership. Okay, see you guys. So I said there's two of these coming. There's this one and another one. So basically changing the keeper and just changing the tax over, which, you know, I only lost a few days, basically saved me over £1,000 because there's another one on the way. Okay, see you guys, bye bye.